In Nashville, I purchased this JET 13-inch planer molder from a woodworking shop, and they already had one, and it was actually, the guy told me that somebody had owed him some money for work that was done, and they gave him this instead. And so the shop had never used it, but it was set up with molding blades, and so I just took those off. On the side here you can see it says for molding 10 feet per minute or planing 20 feet per minute. I have ordered a new set of blades. You're looking at $100 for a new set of blades. These are kind of sharp. I don't know how sharp is sharp. I've never messed with a planer before, but I think I will. I moved the gears on this to go to planing mode, but because I'm not sure of the blade sharpness, I'm going to switch it back to 10 feet per minute. Go real slow, because on your molding you want a real nice finish when you finish molding the board. So I think I got everything out of here that I need. Let's set this aside. That's a 10mm acorn nut. Now the machine is unplugged. So, per the picture, I need to put the 29 tooth wheel down below, and then the 40 tooth up above to get 10 feet per minute. Cover on the other side, it takes two V-belts, fan belts if you will, but the V-belt, I took it off. It's a Phillips head screwdriver. Will let you have access to the other side. I checked the tension looks fine. So what we'll do now is make sure the adjustment is fine before I install the blade. Now the adjustment is, and in the instructions, I do have the owner manual. They said to make one of these blocks, it's 3 inches high. That would be the cutter head, not the blades themselves, but the cutter head. And so I'll bring up the table to get that cutter head there. And then you've got a 2 7/8 feed roller for planing. Now it's different when you go to molding. I'll have to make a block for molding if and when I ever get into molding. I have already stated in previous videos, I've got quite a few hickory logs out in the log yard. I would like to mill those up, probably quarter sawn, to make hardwood flooring, and then go with a tongue and groove. And it's interesting that you can buy the molding blades for this for tongue and groove, and you take, depending on the width that you can stand them on the edge and be able to put your tongue on one side and then flip them over and do your groove on the other side. So that's I'm interested in doing that. You're supposed to be barely touching. I think that's good. So we take that block out, and then we check the planer. Both the in feed and out feed, and we're actually looking at the out feed roller. So you loosen this lock nut here, well, I don't think that's supposed to happen. See that? I'm gonna put some Loctite on that. And you don't supposed to loosen this lock nut here. This little adjustment here that it's each side fits on the wheel, and then you put the blade right. Then we're gonna this orange deflector. We want it close as possible without touching. And that deflects the wood chips. good there. Turn this on. And then put the dust shroud on. Thanks for watching.